we welcome you. It's very good to see you all. I'd like to welcome and greet Honorable Minister, sir, our various specialized personalities here gathered this morning, and I'd like to take them one after the other. We have here our chairman area councils. We have here heads of government and extra ministerial departments in FCT and heads of agencies, coordinators of specialized agencies and stakeholders of the FCT, the special assistant to the honorable ministers here gathered, former chairman of Broadcasting Organization of Nigeria, my brother Godfrey Ohabwan. Also would like to welcome and greet a member of the FCT Civil Service Commission who is already here with us, Chief Anthony Okahi, senior civil servants in the FCT, and of course we have friends of the Honorable Minister who have all gathered here, to include former senators, former members of the House of Representatives. We thank members of the media for always coming with us, and we welcome everybody who have arrived here for this very important ceremony. Security remains an important arm of governance. At every level, security is run by the chief security officers of an organization, state or establishment. But the chairmen and women of these security operations, the deployment and management of intelligence, infrastructural and logistics support, and a robust relationship with security operatives lies in the hand of, for the country, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces and President of the country, in this case, His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for Nigeria. In the case of the states, it is the governors, and in the case of the FCT, the territory's landlord and Honorable Minister of the FCT, Ezenwo Nyesom Wike. Nigerians need to be more mindful of our security operatives, sacrificing daily across the country in insurgent territory and battling bad persons on a minute-by-minute basis Nigeria-wide. We must be more kind and more generous to that man or woman standing on the road or at the gate or at the nation's borders who provide the protection we so badly need. We must be ready as citizens to provide intelligence, because without it, nobody can provide us the coverage we need security-wise. There are security challenges, true, but it could have been worse if we do not have these gallant men and women who are securing us. Nobody understands this more than the FCT Minister and his team, the FCT Minister, Ezenwo Nyesom Wike, who has deemed it fit today to have this distribution of operational vehicles and communication gadgets to security agencies in the FCT. To welcome us to this all-important occasion, I invite to the podium the Director of Security Services, FCTA, Adamu Buhari, FDC, to deliver his welcome address.
Your Excellency, sir, the Honorable Minister, FCT, Chief Barrister Ezenwo Nyesom Wike, the Minister of State, Dr. Maria Mahmood, members of the National Assembly here, head of security agencies, permit me to stand on the established protocol. It is my pleasure to welcome you all to this epoch-making event, the commissioning and handing over of operational vehicles to our security agencies in the FCT. Let me start by sincerely acknowledging the high commitment of His Excellency, the Honorable Minister FCT, Chief Barrister Nyesom Wike, CON, and the Honorable Minister of State FCT, Dr. Maria Mahmood, to the sustenance of the security of lives and property of residents in the FCT. I make bold to state that this wondrous feat has been achieved in part through robust engagement with provision of logistic support and requisite crime-fighting equipment to security agencies on one hand, and the implementation policies and programs of the present administration under the renewed hope agenda that promote constructive engagement and all stakeholders to give due attention to the security in the FCT. Your Excellency, sir, Abuja is a symbol of our nation and unity of heritage. Its peaceful ambience and hospitality environment have attracted many to the territory. This migration, however, put tremendous pressure on the existing facilities, to the environment and the administration. One of the manifestations of such pressure is evident in the rising security concern in and around the territory. The FCT administration, as a responsive arm of government, is sparing no effort in addressing security threats in the territory. Today's event is one of such attestation to many efforts of the present administration under the renewed hope agenda. On behalf of the FCT administration, I sincerely wish to welcome our esteemed guests to this important event. Gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen, the administration strongly believes that provision of this crime-fighting equipment will greatly empower and enhance the capacity of our security agencies in fighting crime and criminalities, respond promptly to distress situation, as well as rise to the security challenges confronting the territory. Please permit me to state here that crime prevention is the responsibility of all, and as such, all hands must remain on deck to ensure safety and security of all. Once again, I warmly welcome you to this commissioning and handing over of this operational vehicle fitted with latest communication equipment to our security agencies to fight crime. Thank you and God bless.
Thank you very much, Director, Security Services, FCTA, Buhari, FDC. He has welcomed us all, and he has made mention of an important point, that Abuja is a symbol of national unity, and therefore its ambience, its quiet, its security cover is important. He also added, without a doubt, that everybody's responsibility is security. Everybody. Honorable Minister of FCT, sir. Honorable Minister of State, FCT, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I am, like most Nigerians, related to security persons. From my recently deceased uncle, the former Chief of Defense Staff, Admiral Ogohi, a fine gentleman, to Captain Kaza, my cousin who served in Liberia for ECOMOG. Many Nigerians have security persons who are their brothers, cousins, or friends. Let me place on the table, Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, that I married into the police family. My late father-in-law was a policeman. So when they say the police is your friend, it does not apply to me, Your Excellencies, because in my case, the police is my family. On behalf of the bigger security family, we thank the Honorable Minister for this gesture to make the work of security agencies easier. It is time now to invite a member of that larger security family, the Honorable Commissioner of Police, FCT, Bernard Igwe, who is represented today by DCP Kayode Ojakpinwa, to deliver his appreciation remarks on behalf of other security agencies.
The Honorable Minister, Federal Capital Territory, Barrister Wisi Wike, CON, permit me to stand on the already established protocol. We were dumbfounded, let me speak on behalf of my people, for the magnanimity of the Minister of Federal Capital Territory, for the giving us, all the things I've been doing in the FCT to make sure that the security of lives and property is guaranteed. When I got there, I saw about 100 vehicles. I was baffled that Mr. Project has come again. We want to appreciate you, sir, and we are promising you today that we are going to make intensive use of these vehicles. We are going to put it outside to make sure that everybody in Federal Capital Territory lives. It's a safe haven for us. Thank you very much, sir.
DCP Ojakpinwa has made his comments, and because his comments is about thankfulness, he has kept it short. He represents the Commissioner of Police, FCT. Thank you very much indeed. We appreciate you. Please join me now in welcoming a woman of many parts who sits in the strategic seat of FCT Minister of State, providing the needed support and collaborating with the FCT Minister, Ezenwo Nyesom Wike, in his purpose-driven infrastructural development and strategic support across sectors. The amiable Honorable Minister of State, FCT, Dr. Mariam Mahmood, for her vote of thanks.
Thank you very much. The Honorable Minister of FCT, Barrister Nyesom Wike, the Chief Security Officer of FCT, the Chairman House Committee on Area Council and Ancillary Matters, ably represented by Honorable Kumoti Lowry, the member representing Abuja South, Honorable Abdurrahman Ajia, all security agencies that are here present, permit me to stand on the existing protocol. It is with profound gratitude to God Almighty that I stand here before you to thank you for your presence at this important occasion. Thus, the official inauguration and distribution of our new fleet of operational security vehicles to the security agencies in FCT. The mere fact that FCT administration, under the able leadership of His Excellency Barrister Nyesom Wike, has focused on one of the corporate responsibilities of governance, that is security of lives and properties. And this marks a significant milestone in our commitment to ensuring safety and security within FCT and the neighboring states. Your Excellency, sir, we are deeply grateful to your focused leadership for taking time to integrate these vehicles for onward distribution to the benefiting agencies and the staff of leadership you have given us. I would also like to express our sincere appreciation to all the stakeholders who have supported us in making this project a reality. Your unwavering support and collaboration has been instrumental in achieving this feat. In conclusion, a special thanks to the dedicated team behind the scene, whose hard work and dedication have made this today possible. Your efforts have not gone unnoticed. As we all look forward, this vehicle will serve as a testament to our ongoing commitment to ensuring the safety and security of our personnel and the residents at large. Thank you once again, and may God bless all of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister of State, FCT. Please give her another round of applause. She has taken her time to delineate, streamline, and pull out all those she needs to say thank you to. Honorable Minister of the FCT, after his address, would be symbolically handing over the key to one of the vehicles to the representative of the FCT Police Commissioner. Therefore, when he finishes his speech here, the Commissioner of Police representative will step forward to collect that symbolic key. After that, there will be a beehive of all the entire security heads that are here, who would go with the Honorable Minister to where he will cut the ribbon. They would be going along with the representative of the House Committee Chair on Area Councils and Ancillary, the APC headship, the Chief of Staff, the Head of Service, they would all go with the Honorable Minister for the cutting of the tape over there. Let me say, Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, that today I'm not as effervescent as I was throughout all the other commissioning. That's because there is cloud and there is rain and there are days of sunshine. That's because whenever you look at it, life and death are two sides of the same coin, and that is why legacy matters. So yesterday I lost my cousin, so it has dampened me a little bit, but I'm not too dampened to understand that life is something that is given as a gift, and the rest of us must go on. I'm very pleased that I've been honored to be part of this ceremony today, where FCT, where I live, is going to be even more secure than it used to be with what the Honorable Minister is about to do. It is because life and death are two sides of the same coin that legacy matters. Legacy is not what I did for myself, it is what I'm doing for the next generation, according to Victor Belfort. Honorable Minister, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, legacy is described as a long-lasting impact of particular events and actions that took place in the past or of a person's life. Wherever one finds themselves in whatever position, one must hold on to legacy as a guiding force to do well. Nobody remains in the same spot forever. We keep moving, and when we look back, whether we are on this side of the divide or not, we must be able to thump our chest and say, this is what I left behind. This is my legacy. Nobody understands the power and the import of legacy better than the Honorable Minister of FCT, Ezenwo Nyesom Wike. Mercurial, ebullient, resilient, and power-packed, the FCT Minister is ensuring that his legacy becomes a big shoe that others would struggle to follow. Today, he has called us all together to beef up the security coverage of the FCT, to ensure that ordinary citizens in the FCT can sleep better, outdoing himself one project at a time, one strategic support at a time. Join me to welcome our collective landlord, the FCT Minister, Ezenwo Nyesom Wike.
The Minister of State of the Federal Capital Territory, members of the National Assembly that are here, distinguished senators, former Deputy Speaker, House of Representatives, our dear leaders, the Chairman, Civil Service, FCT, the Head of Service and Chief of Staff, and other management staff of the FCTA, the representative of the Commissioner of Police, and other heads of securities that are here, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen. Mrs. Eugenia, on behalf of the FCT, let me sympathize and commiserate with you over the loss of your cousin. May his or her soul rest in peace. Today is a very important day in the administration of the Federal Capital Territory. Very important in the sense that we are no longer talking about infrastructure. We are no longer talking about taking development to the area councils. But we're not talking about a key factor, a key agenda in the Daily Hope mantra. And that has to do with security. One of the key points or priorities of Mr. President is security of life and property. Any government that cannot secure lives and property has no business in governance. And so it's a priority for Mr. President that Nigerians are secured. And who are those that are responsible? It is our various security agencies, the Army, the Navy, the Air Force, the police, the civil defense, the state security services, and all of the security agencies. For us as a government, it is not the responsibility of Mr. President to go and identify where the criminals are. It's not my responsibility or the Minister of State responsibility to go and engage criminals, but it is our responsibility to provide the tools for the security agencies to confront these criminals and make sure we sleep with our two eyes closed. If we do not play this role, it will be difficult for our security agencies to be effective to carry out this function of securing lives and property. You know, one thing I found that with Nigerians, or some Nigerians, let me not say with Nigerians, is that if they know the enormity, the role security agencies have been playing to secure our lives, all we owe them every time is to continue to pray for them, for their lives. The only thing we remember that there was an incident yesterday, but we forget that the security agencies have stopped so many of those incidents that would have taken lives and destroyed properties. If one incident happens, we do as if security agencies are not doing anything. Every day I get security reports, and I know the efforts of security agencies. If we avail you with what the security agencies do every day, day and night, you'll be surprised. The kind of crimes they have stopped, the kind of criminals, every day they arrest to make sure that we move on with our lives, we carry out our businesses without any hindrance. So we must at all times continue to support them, pray for them. They're also human. They have families. Sometimes they go out and engage criminals. Sometimes they lose their lives. For whose interest? For our own interest. So all we need is not just when an incident has happened. We forgot the ones they've been able to avert. The only way we can continue to support our security agencies is not to condemn. It's to encourage them. And they will do more. But if one incident happens, you totally say security architecture in Nigeria has failed. That is unfair. That's unfair. There's nowhere in this world, even in United States of America, even UK, sometimes you have one major security event that took place where 50 people have died. They don't say our security has failed. No, they don't condemn their security personnel. No. All we do to encourage them. So our duty here is to encourage you, to give you your tools that you will use to work for the interest of our people. So we're not just concentrating in infrastructure. We're not just concentrating in bringing development to the hinterland. We're also concentrating to provide security in order to protect life and property. But what I want to appeal to our security agencies is that we must use these tools for the benefit of our society. It's very, very key. I was a governor. I know how many times I provide some of these logistics, provide these vehicles, and then within 2 months, you cannot account for it. It's unfair. That again, those security personnel are not being fair to the society. This is taxpayers' money. It's not my personal money. It also includes your own because you pay tax. And we have used the taxpayers' money to provide this for you to use to protect life and land property. It is not for you to use as a private vehicle because it's air conditioned. Then you use it to be carrying your wives instead of it to be used for the purpose for which it's given. I'm saying this with a lot of experience. You go to the CP's house, 3 are parked there. It's not necessary. You go to the civil defense, the head, 2 are parked there. Doing what? When he's going to church or mosque, he drives it. You go to the director of SSS, you see one fine one is parked there. It is not for that purpose. These vehicles are to be used both in the rural areas and in the city. So these criminals will know that we are ready for them, that we are battle ready for them. And you are doing a wonderful job as far as the city is concerned. But our efforts must be taken to the rural areas because it's been hectic. Let it not be that the people will not feel the presence of these vehicles. When these criminals, they are watching us now. They do. And let us tell them that, yes, yesterday you escaped, but today you are likely not to escape. Let them know that you are serious. Make these residents, those who carry out business in Abuja, to feel free, to move around in the night, to move around in the daytime. Give them that confidence. Give them that hope. And that is why we are doing what we are doing today. With what you have done, with what you have done in FCT, by reducing the level of crime, we commend you. Some people will never commend you. There are those who will never say anything good in their life. It's their nature. What do you do about that? Don't relent. We are here to give you support. And so, on behalf of the FCT, on behalf of Mr. President, I want to sincerely say that whatever the security agencies need for them to combat crime, we are ready to give. We are ready to give. Because when we came on board, one of the things I found that was that I had it for them to have a good car. I mean, logistic vehicle like this. And we said, that cannot be. The other communication gadgets that are provided there, which you have to use in doing your work, we are ready to do our own part. You also will be ready to do your own part. I believe with the commitment you have shown, God will be on our side. We will continue to provide the best for our people. Let me therefore invite the representative of the Commissioner of Police. Where is the Director of Security Services? Okay. Where is the... Let me therefore, on behalf of Mr. President, present this to you on behalf of your colleagues, other security agencies, to use these vehicles and other communication gadgets to fight crime for the interests of our people. Thank you and God bless you.
I'd like now to invite the security heads to join the Honorable Minister as he makes his way down, and all those who are responsible for that.
Hello? Hello?
the national anthem. Thank you very much. This event is officially closed. Please make way for the Honorable Minister and his team to depart for their vehicles, and all our respected guests to make their way to their vehicles. Thank you very much.
Welcome back from the live telecast. We'll now continue with our regular programs. Stay tuned. There is always more to a story than the screaming headline. The part of a story that is not told casts a shadow. It's like the part of an object that is not reached by light. On TVC News, I'm able to explore the many angles there are to a story, talking to stakeholders, asking the difficult questions, and digging for facts. I believe the viewers are able to make a better decision if they're well informed and understand not just a part, but the complete story. TVC News, first with breaking news.